Hello there, it's Pavo and welcome back to ZooCrafting. So I wasn't sure where to start in today's episode because I've got quite a few things to show you and a fair bit of news to share with you all. So I guess I'll just start from the start. So the first thing is that the server we are on is now ZooCrafting 2.0, and that is because we have had a couple of mods removed. We are now hosted on a new IP and we have some mods updated. So I'm just going to give you a quick run through of why that is. So the old server had some mods that were quite broken and weren't really compatible with each other. So we had some train mods that were added to the server which really didn't get used, and they have been removed. And that's increased login times immensely, and it's made the server a lot less laggy, so I'm pretty glad that that has happened. We've also had some other mods that we haven't really had a use for removed. We've also had some updated. So the first one that I can think of off the top of my head is the Carpenter's Block mod, and you all know how much I love the Carpenter's Block mod. And there's an awesome new feature that has been added with that, and I'm quite excited to show it off. So what we are going to be doing today is we're going to be taking all our noisy peafowl over to the Oriental Gardens because I built a new, I guess it is a garden. I built a new exhibit over in the gardens on a stream to put all these peafowl in. So that's where I'm going to be taking those over. So I'm just going to grab my stuff out of my chest here, and I'm going to equip my armor. So something you might notice here as well is that we have updated, I guess it's the Biomes of Plenty mod, because this is a new texture for the Sacred Oak Wood planks, and I'm not really sure what I think of it. It's like mossy, and I really don't like it. So I have gone around the zoo and tidied up a few exhibits as well, because updating the mods did break quite a few of my exhibits, especially the Carpenter's Block mod, because all of my collapsible Carpenter's blocks decided that they were just going to pop out of existence. So I have had some help from Seri and Seri's team to just go around my zoo and tidy up the areas that has happened in. You will also see that the NPCs and the bibliocraft paintings aren't currently on here yet. That's because they have not yet been configured for the new server, so you may see a couple of black and purple textures, but yeah, don't mind those because they will be fixed in time for the zoo tour tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but in the next episode, because that will be my 100th episode and I'm super excited about that. So let me get rid of this and this chest. The other problem that I have is that when I do stuff in creative around my zoo, which to be honest with you isn't very often, it's mainly just for clearing land out and stuff, I tend to put my backpacks in a chest and I completely forget where I've put that chest. So it took me forever to remember that I've actually put it in my house. I thought I left it at the back caves, but no I hadn't. And let me tell you, the amount of collapsible Carpenter's blocks in the back caves, on the roof of the tropical house and on the roof of the Swan Lake Cafe was insane. It took forever to clear those all up, but I've done it now, and yeah, I can't wait to show you what they look like. I don't really want to do too much of a tour today though, because as I've said earlier, I'm saving some of that for the zoo tour. So I'm not sure why Cinnamon is sitting on this chair. That's super weird. But we're going to pick Cinnamon up and pop her in the stable. I'm not sure. We're also missing, I think it's Max. I can't remember if that was its name or not. But we had a white horse over here and that has vanished. But yeah, so I want to show off a awesome feature of the new Carpenter's Block mod. So you may notice that the stables look slightly different. And that is because you can now place collapsible Carpenter's blocks upside down, which I am super excited about. That I've wanted that since the beginning. In fact, if you go back and look at my very first episode of season 2, in the first 2 minutes or whatever, I say how much I wish we could have upside down collapsible Carpenter's blocks, and we can now have it. So I've just updated the stable a bit, made the roof look a bit nicer. I just think that looks so cool. Beforehand it looked a bit weird, but now I'm super impressed with how it looks. I've changed the doors as well and given them a bit of an arch, and I really like that. And I guess we'll go over to the tropical house and show you the roof there, because I am so pleased with how that turned out. I managed to place some blocks on the inside of the roof as well, and it just looked amazing. I have also added in some paths as well, and I think they like really add to the zoo. Sort of shows you where you're going to go, and yeah, make sure that you stick to the path basically, so you don't get lost in the woods. I've also added a bit of a back entrance to the staff area of the zoo. I did say I wasn't sure what to do with like this doggy bakery, because it's sort of is meant to be open to the public, but I built it in the staff area, so I'm not too sure. But yes, I do have another problem as well. So my dogs have cloned themselves, so I now have 2 Chalfonts and 2 Marlboroughs again, and to be honest with you, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with 4 dogs, because I cannot look after 4 dogs. They're like annoying enough as is. They want so much food and demand so much attention, and I know they're dogs like you're meant to look after dogs. Dogs are pets for life. But I can't deal with 4 dogs. That's just so much trouble. You will also notice that their textures have changed as well, and that's because the Doggy Talents mod got updated. So Marlborough, although Marlborough was a German Shepherd in the last episode, Marlborough is now a different type of German Shepherd. And Chalfont, I'm not sure what dog he is. He's just a more updated, like a more detailed version of the old dog. But I sort of like Chalfont's new texture. In fact, I like both their new textures. They look awesome. But yes, I'm not really sure what to do with the new Chalfont and Marlborough. Maybe I will give them some new names and look after them. Maybe I will just build like a little doggy play center for them. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. But yes, you will see that unfortunately Rachel has lost her texture, along with all of the other NPCs in the zoo. And as I said earlier, they are going to be fixed, because the textures aren't yet synced up on the server. But that's no worries, that's something that can be fixed. Well, it will definitely be fixed in time for the next episode. So we do have the daylight cycle on once again, so I'm going to have to be a bit careful. I don't want any mobs to spawn. I did go around the zoo as well and light up a couple of exhibits, because it was getting quite dark. I tend to do most of my building in like daylight, so I completely forget that we have a use for torches. But most of the exhibits are lit up now. I have updated a couple of exhibits as well. I think the main one that has been updated is the kookaburra exhibit in the Australian zone, but I will show you that in the next episode, so yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just going to tease you all. So I'm just going to have, oh no, I don't need to nibble on that, rather. But we're just going to head inside the tropical house, and I'll show you what it looks like. In fact, you can see like a change already from over here. So the undersides of the blocks are now nice slopes, and there's a little bit of an overhang over there as well, which I really like. And if we head inside, you can't really see it because it's a bit dark, but look how cool that roof looks. It's all slopes and everything. That looks, it like blew my mind when I worked on that. It did take quite a while to fix that roof though, because I had to place every block by hand, and it took forever. It took like 6 hours or so, but I'm super happy with how it looks. And in fact, I think this building is probably one of my favorite buildings in the whole zoo. Most of you were pretty like happy with the fact that I will be building a poison house, a venom research center and stuff, and you left some awesome ideas that we could perhaps make like an antidote laboratory and have scientists that research the venom, and like a snake specialist and stuff. And I thought that was all pretty clever. So if I do get around to building that, which I probably will, then I will definitely take your ideas into consideration. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, don't want to spoil too much. So we're going to head back to my house now. I'm going to gather up some of the all of the peacocks, and I'm going to move them to their new home. Let me use my teleporter here. Okay, so we want to go to my basement. Hopefully this works. Yes, it does. I have also updated my sorting system slightly. Well, I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was just, yeah, okay. Don't mind me. It's because when the files got copied over from the old server, it didn't copy this over. But basically what I did was I removed this lever, because every time you pull this lever it opens that door. That's not what I wanted. So I removed the lever and made it so that redstone tests how much stuff is in this chest, and it will only take stuff out if the stuff is in the chest. Just so it will always sort our stuff and I don't have to keep flipping that annoying lever. But yes, okay, let's get on to actually doing stuff in this episode, because so far all I've done is talk and get distracted. So let me grab as many safari nets as I can. Just going to move some of my backpacks out of the way. In fact, I might go upstairs and have a bit of a nap as well, so I'm not doing everything in the dark. I'm also not sure exactly how many peafowl we have in this area. I have a lot of them, to say the least. So let me just take a quick snooze. You can see all my goats jumping in the background, that's quite funny. Okay, so quick snooze. Okay, close that door again. And let's see. So we'll grab you, Mr. Peacock. Let's see, have any gone upstairs? Wow, quite a few have. So we've got a peahen and a peacock. Any more up here? Doesn't look like it, but I'm just gonna check. Nope, seems fine. Have any come up here to the ladder? No, that's okay. I wouldn't have expected that. I don't think peacocks can actually climb ladders, but I mean, you never know. Some Minecraft mobs can. We've got another peahen. Oh, we've got 3 peahen. These must be sisters. And another one over here. And then I ran out of safari nets, so I don't know if I've got any more in my backpacks. I'm sure I have some somewhere. I definitely need to empty out some of my backpacks as well, because wow, these are getting so full. Let me just go downstairs and check the basement really quick. See if I've got any over here. I'm not sure where I'd put them. Maybe in my safari nets chest. Nope, doesn't look like it. I've just got quite a few soul stones filled with penguins. So I guess I'm just going to have to make multiple trips. So let's head on over to the Oriental Gardens and I'll show off what I have built. Okay. So yeah, once again, don't mind the purple and black textures. They will be fixed. So this is the Oriental Gardens. This is another one of my favourite places for the zoo. It's sort of an extension of the Oriental zone over here with my cherry blossom tree, which I've actually updated the wood for. That did used to be sacred wood, sacred oak wood, but as I showed off earlier how the sacred oak has like a mossy texture on it, the same happens for the logs, so I've updated that, and I think the pine suits it a bit better as well. And now look, we've got I think that's a German Shepherd as well, from the Copious Dogs mod. Not entirely sure. There has been a fair bit of wildlife that's spawned in this area lately. We have a couple of bears and a couple of horses wandering around the flamingo exhibit, which I wouldn't really recommend, but they're there anyway. And something else that's awesome is that on the journey map in the top right, in fact I'll open it, calmness blocks now show up. Before they used to show up as like black marks, but now they actually show up the proper blocks. So I think the main place you can see that is in the tropical house, where before this was just like a solid black square because the roof was made out of calmness blocks and it didn't know what material that was. But now it actually renders the texture, which I thought was pretty cool. It makes my zoo map look quite pretty. The only things that I do have problems with are let's see, devincing sculptures. So these pink things are devincing sculptures and they just don't render correctly. They render as like a pink texture, so I've got a couple of those around my zoo. But it doesn't stand out too much. I quite like it. Very pretty. So yeah, we have the Oriental Gardens over here, and I'm just going to show off what I've added. So you come down here, down this little path, there's like two ways you can go. That way takes you to the flamingo exhibit, and this way will take you into the Peafowl Gardens. So you can come into here, it's a bit of like an open air like room. I don't really know what to call this. I didn't know what to do with the roof. I was thinking about putting like a pagoda roof on it like I've done for the other places, but I thought it was maybe a bit too high and it didn't fit in this area, because this is meant to be like the gardens. It's not meant to be full of buildings. So I didn't put a roof on it, and to be honest with you, I don't think it looks that bad. It looks quite nice. And thank you to whoever it was in the stream that suggested I use this door from the Melissa's door mod. It fits in perfectly with this exhibit. It looks awesome. So we've got this little room here. This is going to be like the little fact center. It's going to have some posters on the wall to explain about peafowl and peacocks. And for those of you that know, peacocks are my favorite animal. In fact, I don't think I've shown this to you off much, but on the back of my skin, I've got a little peacock. And that's the same for most of my NPCs as well. So I love peacocks, they're my favorite. And in fact, my username, Pavo Reality, actually comes from the Spanish word for peacock, which is Pavo Real. So there you go, some facts. And the binomial name for a peacock is, well, an Indian peafowl is Pavo cristatus, and that's where the pavo comes from. So let's go ahead and we'll actually head into the little gardens. So there are two entrances. The first entrance is this little hedge here, this little gate. So you can come through here and then, well, you're basically inside the exhibit. I'm not sure if it's too small or too big or the right size or whatnot. When I was building this on the stream, I had a bit of trouble trying to figure out what to put in here because it did look like a lot of empty space. So what I tend to do when I design exhibits is to build the perimeter, then I add in a pond, and then I just try to add in some decoration as well. So we've got a pond and we've got this little fallen log here. It is oak wood though, and these are, I think these are fir trees, no, these are pine trees. So it's not the same wood, but shh, don't tell anyone, I'm sure no one will notice. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and place in some, well, all of these peafowl. We're going to have a lot, and it's going to make the Oriental Gardens from quite a quiet place to quite a noisy place. But that's no problem, I'm sure it'll be fine. So there is a bit of an inaccuracy with this area though, because peacocks can fly, well, peafowl in general can fly in real life. So these for sure would not stay in this exhibit. They roost in trees, so ideally they'd be like building their nests up in these trees here, but that's not something that we can do on ZooCrafting, so they're just gonna wander around here as well. And I'm hoping that they can't escape. I have walked around myself to make sure that I can't jump over any, like, oh, okay, maybe I have found a place. Let's get rid of this. Do I have my shears on me? I don't, but I can make some. I've got some materials here. It's just because this is flowering oak leaves and they are quite rare to come across, so I'd like to keep them up if I can. Don't want to like waste those, so I'm going to craft some shears. Let's just sort out my inventory again, and yeah, get rid of those. So yeah, hopefully the peacocks and peafowl won't be able to escape. I did think I had double checked that, but of course if something can go wrong it will go wrong, so sort of embarrassed myself there, but I think we are good. But if in any case, if you do see any peafowl wandering around this area, please let me know. And the reason I am getting confused with the names is because the female peacocks, or female peafowl are called peahens, and the male peafowl are called peacocks. And that's just something that does not stay in my head when I'm trying to talk, so I get very flustered with the names. But yeah, these are the peacocks, and these are the peahens. And another cool feature of the peacocks is that they have some tail feathers. And if I can find some seeds, I've only got one here, but I should be able to tempt Mr. Peacock over here, if I can. Come on, Mr. Peacock. Yeah, come on, come over here to some space. and they have this wonderful feathered tail, and that is actually known as a train. And if I feed it some seeds, it should pop its train up like that. And isn't it pretty? It's so cool. These are definitely my favorite birds ever. They're just amazing. They are amazing. And I have, I think, annoyed Mr. Peacock there because he is now in breeding mode and he has no female to breed with. I don't know if I've got any more seeds to feed to the peahens, but I mean, in any case, we've got a billion other peacocks, peafowl, peahens. We don't need any more. So yeah, I'm gonna exit the exhibit this way. I wasn't really sure what to do with this. I was gonna like make it a little like roosting area for them, but as I said, they roost in trees, so they wouldn't use it. So I've turned it into sort of another entrance slash storage area. So this is the second entrance into the exhibit, and it's like a little path that you can wander in like that, and I just really like it. It's awesome. So let's do one last trip. Well, hopefully one last trip. It depends how many other peafowl there are at my house. We'll go this way. We'll take the scenic route, because you can in fact get to my house through these trees here. I have mentioned this on my streams though. I want to build a path from like my back garden to my zoo, but I wasn't sure, well, I'm not really sure if I should or not, whether I should keep my like zoo separate from my house. Like, I don't want people coming to the zoo and ending up in my house. That's what I basically mean. So I'm very conflicted. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna pick up the rest of these now though. Oh, that's something I need to change. Do I have any dark oak wood on me? I doubt it. That's probably something I can change on camera though, so I'm not gonna faff about with that right now. So let's see if we can find any more of these noisy peafowl. Any more? Normally you can hear them. So let's pick up you, and we'll pick up you. And I do have a peafowl there that says happy birthday, and that was gifted to me from Alex. Oh gosh, that must have been like 2 years or so ago. And I just haven't done anything with it since. So this peahen has been sat in that chair for 2 years. That's insane. So I'm trying to see if I can hear any more. I definitely can. So there's definitely another one on the loose somewhere in this house. Let's just take another trip upstairs to see if any have wandered up here. No. Maybe they're in the basement. We shall try that. No, I don't hear a thing. Maybe it's the one that is outside though. So once again, I'm just going to take a quick nap because I don't want to get attacked by any monsters or any evil things. So just going to pop him here. But how quiet has that made my house? I could finally get a good night's sleep. What am I doing? Closing the door on my face. But yeah, I can finally get a good night's sleep without getting awoken by the noisy peafowl. I think the only other one is up there on that hill. And this is one that has been stuck here for quite a while. I'm not sure why it hasn't moved. Perhaps it's just scared of heights. It's not an NPC, is it? No, it's definitely an actual mob. Another cool thing is that we have updated a new mod. Well, let's see. We got rid of, I think it was NEI, which displayed like what block you were looking at. And I've replaced it with the, I think it's pronounced like Wala, like what am I looking at mod. So you can look at blocks and it will show you what you're looking at. It now also displays the mod that the block came from. It also works for like, oh, don't want to do that, don't want to drop my shears. Also works for like water. So I can look at liquids and say, oh, that's water. I can look at mobs and see how much health they have. So look, that's a goat from Dr. Zark's Mo Creatures mod. And this is a peafowl from Exotic Birds. So I don't think I've got another safari net. So I may just have to leave you there for the moment. I'm so sorry. But I mean, that one has been there for quite a while, so I guess I can leave it. Unless it does want to go meet its friends, or his friends rather. Then I probably will go move it. So let's just head back to the Oriental Gardens, and I will place all 7 of these in, and we have another exhibit complete, and I am super happy with that. And I am just so impressed by how much the zoo has grown since I first started. It like blows my mind looking back at my very first episode of season 2, when I just had my house on top of that hill, to where we are now. It's incredible. That we're already getting peafowl eggs. And oh no, we do have a lot of peacocks here though, and I would assume that if this was real life they would be fighting each other. So maybe it's not so great to have all these peacocks in this area. There should be a few more peahens than there are peacocks, but I mean, that's something that I can sort out at a later date. I don't really want to get rid of them. I don't want to murder any peacocks, because that is bad. That's not what we do here in the zoo. So I am going to end the episode here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. I know I am. We have got some very warm weather recently. In fact, it's like almost too hot. I am from the UK. I am not built for the sunny weather. But yeah, I hope you're all enjoying the summer. And I am going to have quite a bit of the summer free to record a lot more episodes. So yeah, I am super excited for the zoo tour, which will be the next episode. So yeah, I will see you all then. I hope you're all excited. Goodbye. Bye.